different prevention initiatives. A lot of them target isolated issues, and there are attempts to stop or minimise or manage those kind of factors. The Universal Wellbeing Charter supports what we call primordial prevention. So primordial prevention is about going back to where poor well-being is created, possibly a violent home or a toxic workplace, and actually solving the challenges in those places. So primordial prevention is about going back to the source of the poor well-being and addressing that, as opposed to waiting until it develops and turns into more and more serious conditions, attempts at suicide or chronic illness or crime and violence in society. We want to go back to where these things get started and change the conditions so these kind of poor well-being behaviours don't escalate and emerge over long periods of time, where they become incredibly hard to turn around. They become so entrenched. So we are advocates for primordial prevention and going back to the source. We're also advocates for community-led and community-cited prevention strategies. So this is important. The scale of poor well-being is growing in most countries, and unless we go back and prevent it earlier, the call on our resources, our clinicians, people working at the most serious end of poor well-being grows to the point where we simply can't meet it as a nation. And so these are the kinds of issues that we are keen to address through the Universal Wellbeing Charter.